This message is for Black women and Black women only. Answer this question. So statistics show that only 26% of Black women will marry in their lifetime from any race. 26% of Black women will marry in their lifetime. My question is, why do you guys think that is? Why do we have such low marital rates? And I'm not talking about Black women marrying Black men. I'm talking about men of all races.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell that nigga pipe down.
What's good, Shout Around? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
This message is for Black women and Black women only. Answer this question. So statistics show that only 26% of Black women will marry in their lifetime from any race. 26% of Black women will marry in their lifetime. My question is, why do you guys think that is? Why do we have such low marital rates? And I'm not talking about Black women marrying Black men. I'm talking about men of all race wanting or desiring to marry a Black woman. Why are we so undesired when it comes to marriage? Now, I know there's percentage who don't want to be married, right? But there's a large percent of women, Black women, who want to be married. But again, why is that the case? Why is that? You know, I think if we start to really sit down and think about why statistics are what they are, they're not there for just for just any reason, right? There's reasons behind it, and I think that there's a plethora of reasons, and from my opinion, of why I believe that those statistics are what they are and why we are the lowest. You know, we have the lowest marital rates as Black women. But I want to hear from you ladies. What do you think, and why do you think that's the case as to why we are where we are when it comes to being, chosen for marriage? This message is for Black.
All right, so TikTok obviously did not like this one. You have a lot of angry people in the comment section at her, a lot of angry Black women, that is. And then you also have a lot of men and women alike giving constructive criticism that the sisters, the queens, are not wanting to accept. Here is my take on what she is saying. One of the main reasons why a lot of Black women remain single, the first and most important reason is the weight. And I know a lot of people are not going to like me saying this, but all in all, unfortunately, it doesn't bring me joy to say this. This is just a reality. Most Black women don't work out. Now, could that be because of the weaves? I've heard, I don't want to sweat my weave out, all this other stuff, and then that goes to not being natural, and then we get into that discussion. But I genuinely believe if there was a movement to, get Black women in shape as a whole, as a group, as a unit, then I think that, and obesity is a problem throughout America, but it's most enhanced in the Black community, okay? And the reality is a lot of sisters just don't work out. They really don't. And now they're claiming that white women are going to get surgeries and trying to look like Black women. Well, Black women lost their place in we're the curviest and like we can be curvy and bodacious in the hips and still be in shape. I think they're losing their place, and let's keep it a buck. White girls are really coming in and taking their place when it comes to fit and thick. That's just a reality, because what Black women see as thick is fat. And what other races of women see as thick, if they're really being honest and genuine, is like actually thick, like, slim waist, but a big behind. So we have come to a crossroads, if you will. And I think that's the main issue, even with you got people in the comment section saying it's attitude, uncooperative, don't listen, lead with their education and money. Somebody says unruly, mouthy, aggressive, and not submissive. Somebody says too masculine. Attitudes, lack of respect, lack of appreciation, and accountability. All of these things, yes, they can be issues, but I think that most men would overlook it if the woman was good looking enough. You know, I genuinely believe that. So that would bring in at least 15%. Because there are enough simps. Now, another reason why is the Thug Max Alpha Simp dilemma. Yes, the Thug Max Alpha Simp dilemma. A lot of black women don't believe in getting married young. They really don't. Like, let's keep it a buck. They don't believe in getting married young. They believe in living their life. That's why that video of the white women graduating and having engagement rings was so triggering to black women, because they believe in living their life and then, you know, shooting a Hail Mary at 30, 32, 35 and trying to get married then, when in all actuality, the most leverage, the most bargaining chips, if you will, that you have is going to be in your youth, because that's when you're going to look the best, you're going to feel the best, and you're going to be able to get the best guy. But for one, going back to the first point, if in your youth you're not in shape, then that can be a problem, because you're not going to get with a you don't deserve, right? If you're not in shape as a woman in your youth, you don't deserve a guy who has the full package. Now, I'm not saying you don't deserve a good guy who's going to be good to you, but you don't deserve a in shape, super tall, tall, dark, handsome millionaire. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. But I mean, yeah, you could get a guy and he's going to be around, and he's probably not going to value himself like that either, because any guy who's going to get with a woman who is severely obese, he probably doesn't have that much value in himself as well. So, but I think that, yeah, if they got the weight in check, then that would increase their odds of being married. And then it's a mindset as well, because strong independent, we know that mainly comes from the black community, specifically the black matriarchy. And when they come through with that mindset, that means that they are not going to want to get married young. So, and there are good men. Don't let them tell you that, oh, well, there ain't no good men. They were with some good men. All of these black women were at one point with good, and I mean good, black men who would have done everything by them, would have sworn by them. But to them, it's not attractive to be a simp long term. It's not attractive unless you got that bag and you drop in a bag. But then that never ends. You have to continue to spend money for a woman's loyalty. And what is it? That's not real love. That's not a genuine connection. But it's hard to explain. But black women don't want you to be that nice. And that's a lot of women. We've seen that from a lot of women, right? But you have to make that disclaimer. Well, it's all women, but when we're specifically talking about black women, they don't want you to be nice. That's where the Thug Max Alpha Simp thing comes from. Bro, do you know that the most attractive sisters in our age demographic, I'm talking about between 18 and 25, where they're in their prime, they're dating Thug Max Alpha Simps. They're dating the shooters, the scammers, the hood ninjas. Bro, the plug. That's what they want, bro. Straight up. I don't know what else to say. It's not like I'm breaking new ground here. It's literally what they're saying in street interviews and everything. So, and then you're going to get some in the comments like, well, I don't want the hood ninja and I'm just trying to look for a good old black. But then when you start really getting into it, either she's really not hot as she thinks she is, or she did date a hood ninja and now she don't want one no more. But at the end of the day, once you are with the Thug Max Alpha Simp, that's kind of your type for the rest of your life. I don't know many sisters who date a Thug Max Alpha Simp and then go back to an educated lane, what we like to call over here Malcolms, mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. Okay, it just doesn't happen unless she got in a very tragic situation, like there was a shootout, somebody got shot, somebody died, maybe her life or somebody that she loved was in danger, and then at that point she'll swear off a Thug Max Alpha Sims. But you already went down the path, and then the next man doesn't want to deal with, oh yeah, I used to like hood ninjas, but then we got into a shootout, so I'm off that. Like, that's how they'll really explain it to you too. That's how they explain it to you too. Like, you're not usually my type, but I mean, how many brothers who you know can at least put together a couple sentences, who can, like 50 Cent said, read a page of a Harry Potter book? If you can read like really well as a black man, you're not going to do well with the most attractive. You could probably bag a whole bunch of big boned all day long, of course. But with the most attractive sisters, if you speak like this and you pronounce your words and enunciate and you use the proper diction, you're not going to do well. This is not something that, you know, makes me feel good to say, right? I wish it wasn't true, but I'm just trying to be honest. If you are not a Thug Max Alpha Simp, you do what I'm saying? Hey, like, hey, shit, on some real shit. Okay. This nigga talking about some reading shit, man. Dumb ass nigga reading. Smart ass, ugly ass nigga. What that nigga reading? 5 under. Y'all know when the Thug Max Alpha Simp get called on in class, he off guard. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even asleep. He just wasn't paying attention, and then he get called on in class. They're like, Jaquavius, can you read page 21? Auraria is home to 7 local berries, berries, and 2 distilleries offering nigga put his finger to the page. Finely crafted cocktails, high quality spirits, and a huge variety of yeah, hey man, fuck this shit, bro. Hey man, this why I ain't want to read anyway, goddamn, you feel me? And the whole class start busting off laughing. Oh man, those high school days were hilarious. But everybody, if you went to a black school, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Stop acting like y'all don't know that there is like at least 60% of the class who cannot freaking read. And then, you know, the Thug Max Alpha Simp, he'll be the main one getting hoes, getting girls in high school, all this type of stuff. And that's just kind of how it went, right? Not saying that you can't do well if you are a, you know what I'm saying, you're speaking the King's English. Obviously, you know, you'll be fine. You'll win in the end, right? Is what they tell you, right? Nice guys finish last, but they win in the end, okay? I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. That's just how it is in the community in its current stage, because the people who these women idolize are the rappers and the social media influencers and athletes, okay, obviously. But not everybody's going to be gifted with that God-given athletic ability. So that's just my observation of why a lot of black women are single. Let's see some more of the comments. Excessive attitude and volume. Somebody said attitude and weight, attitude and lack of accountability, attitude number 1, attitude and masculinity. Those long eyelashes, I'm dead. Somebody said Kevin Samuels was 100. Yes, absolutely. Because our sisters' mentalities, they weren't raised to be wives. They were raised to be independent, and that mindset no man desires to deal with. Yeah, they're not really liking the answers. Their expectation not in line with the actual value they bring themselves. Woo! That was a great comment. Had one, she was impossible to deal with after she got comfortable. Wow, yeah, ooh, ouch. Because they go from calm to full mental raging in 0.2 seconds. Attitude. Somebody said, regardless of the answer, they won't listen. And that pretty much sums up the video. So, Guys, let me know what you think, but you already know what it is. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship request to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you're paying your tithes, man. Y'all already be in your motherfucking name with the BS, and you already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.